name is Jody Myers, and I'm a childbirth filmmaker, and I am going to give you some tips on how to film childbirth. So hope you enjoy and learn something new. You might be there for quite a while, so you want to wear something comfortable and loose. Anything that might obstruct your blood flow, not good. Make sure your batteries are charged ahead of time, but bring your charger with you as well. There's always a spare plug somewhere. When you're done filming, and I think this will be the same with memory cards too, lock it. On a tape, for instance, there's this little thing right here that you just use your nail and grip, and then it's locked and you can't tape over it. I've heard of folks that have taped over their weddings and over their births, and if you do that, it would really suck. Ouch. So it's really important to be very unobtrusive at a birth. And to do so, you want to use a small camera. This is mine right here. To respect the space you're in, whether it's the home, birthing center, or hospital, and to work around and with the caregivers. Don't get in their way. If somebody is in your way and you can't get an angle, sometimes just lightly kind of guide their hand out of the way and then smile at them, and they'll work with you for the most part. For the most part. No, they'll work with you. They will. While you're filming, it's very important for you to really keep the silence, because you are the closest thing to the camera and you will be the loudest thing heard. Especially once the baby's born, it's so tempting to congratulate them and cry and laugh, but try not to. For a more stable image, don't hold your hands out in the air. They'll get tired and any little motion is going to be noticed. What you could do is tuck your elbows into yourself and use yourself as a tripod. And if you can, lean up against something. What I do love using is this small little gorilla pod. And it's great because if you do need to set it on something or wrap it around something, you could do a lot of fun things with it. I usually tend to just keep it like that. It gives me a great grip, and then I could also go really high if I need to be over people's heads. In a hospital situation or even a home, there might be windows and lights, and you might sometimes have to deal with backlit subjects. If you can find a different angle, go around so the light is on your subject. But if you can't, many cameras have a backlight compensation option, or just get a little bit closer into the subject. Don't be afraid to get closer. Avoid zooming in and out, especially if you don't have a steady hand. Once you're zoomed all the way in, any little motion you make will be very noticeable and create a sense of motion sickness. Don't be afraid to just step in and get closer physically to get the picture you want. If you're quiet, they're probably not going to notice you. You could be at a birth for quite some time, so it's important to take breaks and step out of the room for a while, give the people some space and intimacy, and always be available at a moment's notice, because sometimes something great might be happening and they'd love you to get that on film. So be around, be available. You don't have to get every single surge. When a mama happens to look your way and make eye contact while you're filming, just smile at her. It's really the most reassuring thing you could do. If you're nervous or frightened or look scared, she will feed off that energy, so just smile. Keep in mind that a birth movie is not about the vagina shot. It's about the birthday. It's about the first day of a baby's life. So get the ambiance of the room, get the expressions of the father, the partner, the grandparents if they happen to be there, the mother while she's birthing. You could film it from side, so the thigh would kind of block the vaginal shot, and you'll still see a baby emerging. If you film the crowning, do it in a wide angle. Get the mother's face in there too. Once in a while, just get her face. Get the partner's face. And you could always have that taken out in the editing, but at least she gets to see it in the raw footage. I'm looking at my notes. I think I covered that one. If you're not going to hire a professional videographer, I would suggest maybe inviting a close friend, or if you have a sibling that would be able to handle that, it could be a good idea. Someone that's comfortable using a video camera and comfortable in that setting, and definitely someone that you feel comfortable around. sharing that moment with. A calm person would be good, somebody that's not too chatty and high-strung. I would not ask the midwife or doctor if they could multitask. Probably not a good idea. Maybe a close friend, someone artistic with a good eye. And I don't think I would have the partner film the birth either, because they are part of this story. They should be on the other side of the camera, supporting you, massaging you, treating you to whatever you need, taking care of you. And keep in mind that a camera is also a little natural barrier. So if you have that between you and what's going on, you're missing out a little bit of the experience. You're in your head instead of being in the moment. They are going to have their minds so wrapped up around other things that they might miss the most important moments or be too excited to get them well. There's always the option of putting a camera in some corner in the room on a tripod. At the hospital that might be impossible, but at home it's not, and at least that way you have that footage. It's always better to have it than not to have it at all, because that day is just going to happen one time in your life. You could never capture that day again. Thank you for watching my video blog. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, feel free to email me and hopefully I could give you some useful advice. Good luck!